She is, I see her. On here. Hi, guys. So just weights to start. Feet can be about hip distance apart, standing nice and tall. So feel feet grounded on the mat. Each one of your toes pressing down, heels pressing nice and long through those waistlines, top of your head reaching up. And we're just going to start arms wide. We're going to hold them out there. So shoulders relax away from your ears a little bit. Let's try not to let them creep up. And we're just going to circle around. So just small little circles. As you're circling, think about that length through your spine. Think about those arm bones. That's your humerus moving in your shoulder socket. Just smooth little circles. Pause, and then go the other way. And if you start to feel your upper trap, so you're going here, just go a little lower, that's okay. Go for 4, 3, 2, last 1, and then turn your palms to face up. We're gonna come in here, and then open back out. So a little bend in your elbows, in with control, and then exhale wide. Ribs stay tight around your center. Go for 6. And 5, press through those heels, growing tall. 4, 3, exhale wide. 2, last 1. Stay with your left arm, so don't change anything. It's got that little bend, just bend your right in, and then press twist. In, keep going with your right. So waistline stay long, and twist. That left arm is still active. It's holding that weight up there. Go 4, 3, last 2, reach, and then go 1 more. Reach, and then in, tiny little bend again, so pull right in. Reach. In, shoulders stay nice and level, waistline stay long, even weight on those feet. Go 3, and twist. Go for 2, and reach. Last ones, 1, and out, and then bend both in. Hold here, take a breath, shoulders away from your ears. Now you're gonna come down. As you stand up, reach both arms. So you're gonna go there. So hinging forward that little bit, out in a little Y kind of shape. In, good. In, abs deepen, reach. Go for 5. In, abs deepen, reach. 4. And reach. 3 more. Reach. Last 2. Last 1. Reach up and then lower those arms all the way down. Shoulders will roll out. Make sure those feet are about hip distance apart. We're going to come down. So hinging your upper body forward again. Bend your elbows in 90-degree angles here. About there. And then from here, we're just going to kick our right leg out to the side. Hold when it's out there. Take a breath. Really feel this connection through your left heel, and left big toe. Pressing through the mat. Elbows are going to stay bent at 90 for now. Just bring your right leg back in. Hold, and then go back up. Right leg out, and then pull it back in. So try not to move too much laterally. It's this leg moving out to the side, and then leg pulling back in. Let's add some arms. We're gonna go up here, so arms stay at 90-degree angles, and they just lift. Think of just lifting your elbows up. And in, abs deepen for 4. Constant pressure through that left heel, 3. And in, go for 2. And in, go 1 more. Out. Pull back in, drop that right foot down, stand all the way up to take a breath. We'll do the same thing on the left. So just bend in here. Press through your right heel, right big toe as you kick your left out. Remember, try not to move laterally, and then pull back in. So you can go out and in, constant pressure up through that right heel and right big toe now. You ready? Let's add those arms. We're going to go up and in. Exhale. And in, nice long waistlines, long necks. And in, go for 4. Good. Elbows lift. 3. And in, elbows lift. 2. And in, elbows lift. 1 more. And in, drop that left heel, stand all the way up. Give those shoulders a little roll out. Good. Now from here, let's go back. Arms 90-degree angles. You're going to go here. Stay there. From there, you're going to drop down into a little squat. As you stand up, reach those arms. Inhale down. Exhale, reaching. Ribs stay tight around your center. Go 6. 5 more. Lower. Exhale, lift. Press through those heels. 4 connects. Last 2. And up, and then 1 more. Press up and then bend in. Stay right here. Elbows stay wide. Just pivot. And up. Inhale. Down. Exhale. Right up. Up. Waistline stay long. Even weight on those feet. We've got 4. Go for 3. And up. Go for 2. And up. 1 more. And up, open wide, and then lower all the way down. Shoulders, a little roll down. Okay, so we did all right and we did all left. Now we're going to alternate. So it's going to be really, really easy to kind of shift your weight when you do that. Really try to keep your weight centered. We're going to move super slow so that we can do that, all right? So bend those elbows again. We're going to come down here. Hinge forward, so you've got that nice long line. Your core is connected. Top of your head kind of reaching away from your tailbone here. So from here, we're just going to press through our left heel, left big toe as we kick our right leg out. Hold when it's out there. And then step it back in. Press all your weight or most of your weight into your right. And then go left. And pull back. We're going to do those same arms we did. So we're going to go up with our elbows. And in, feel those abs deepening, press through your right heel up with those elbows. And in, again. And in, long waist lines. And in, we're gonna go 2 more each way. Good job, you guys. Pressing through that right heel. Pressing through that left heel up. And in, pressing through that right heel up. Back in, and then stand all the way up. Good job. Going to those shoulders. A nice little roll, and then bring your legs to a lateral rotation. So maybe a little wider than hip distance, whatever kind of feels good. Turn your thighs out to match your feet. Knees are gonna track in line with your middle toes. We're gonna go wide here. And then back down. So keep your collarbones wide, reach those arms, bend those knees. Turn those thighs out as you bend. Imagine a pane of glass against your nose. You gotta keep those thighs turning out and you're gonna hit the glass. Go for 4. Grow tall, go for 3. Grow tall, go for 2. Last one, stay down. Hold right here, lift your right heel. Drop it down, lift your left. Waist lines, stay long. Hips, stay nice and level. Up and down, up and down. One more, left and down. Stay there, in and reach. In, slow, in, thighs turn out, press through those heels for 5, abs as you lift. 4, abs as you press through those heels. 3, 2, last one, up and back and stay there. And I'm gonna lift both heels. Hold when you're there, go up, all the way. Slow as you come down, exhale, up. Inhale, slow. Turn those thighs right out, very good. You guys go for 4. Maybe lift those elbows a little bit more away from your body. Good, go for 3. Go for 2. One more, press through each little toe all the way up. Drop those heels, give those shoulders a roll out. All right, guys. Come on to the mat now. We're gonna have our weights handy, have your squishy ball handy. We're gonna start with neither. We're gonna be flat out. Feet about hip distance apart. Remember, you should be able to touch your heels with your fingertips. And then neutral through your spine. So little tiny space behind your low back of that rib cage is staying nice and heavy. Let's start with our hands on our hips actually. So we're gonna keep our pelvis totally steady. Just slope that right leg to the right side, not so far that your left hip lifts. And then bring that right leg back in. And then go left. And in. So we are moving our right leg, but we're thinking about the left side of our body. And then we move our left leg, we're thinking about the right side of our body. And then in. Exhale, right leg opens, left stays still. Exhale, left leg opens, right stays still. Inhale, and up. One more left. Up, stay right there. Now from here, bring those hands behind your head. Tuck your chin a little bit and then slide your ribs to your hips as you curl up to flexion. So looking towards those thigh bones there, you still have your little space behind your low back. Same exact thing. So your right leg is going to drop open. Don't let your left hip lift. Now you've got a front row seat. What's happening with those hips? Don't let them shift. We can add a little more upper abs, so you can drop your upper body slightly as your leg opens and then curl up as your leg comes in. Inhale, back, exhale, right up. Inhale, back, exhale, right up. Let's go again. Inhale, back, exhale, and up with the left. Inhale, back. Exhale right up and then stay at the top. Take a breath. Go all the way down. Inhale. Bring those hands down by your sides. We're going to press into our heels. belly button towards our spine, coming up into a little hip roll. Holding at the top, knees reaching away from the top of our head. Slowly articulate down. Rolling through that spine, feeling that even weight through both hips. Back to neutral, and then do that again. Belly button to spine press. Slowly roll down. Really feel each vertebra touching down, one at a time. You're neutral. You're going to go 2 more like this. Belly button in. Hold. Slowly come all the way down. And then 1 more. Belly button in. Exhale. Press through those heels. Lift those hips nice and high, and then stay. So knees are reaching away from the top of our head. We have constant pressure through our heels to keep our glutes active. From here, we're going to lift our right heel. So we're just on the right toes. And stay there. So most of your weight is shifted over to your left heel and your left big toe. We're going to try to keep our pelvis nice and level. We can stay like this with just a light touch on our right foot. Or if you want only go more, you can bring your right leg all the way up to tabletop, whatever you want. You want to keep both waistlines long, that's the key. Slowly lower your hips to a hover, and then press right back up. Inhale as you come down, and then exhale as you press. So go 4 more like that. If anyone feels that back, make sure you just bring your toes down. Still tons of work for that left glute. 2. Last one, exhale, press to that left hip. Hold, drop those right toes down all the way, and then roll down through your spine, come to neutral. Take a breath. Same thing other side, belly button, spine, press through your heels, lift those hips. Holding there, extra bit of pressure through your right heel and right big toe as you lift your left. Take a breath there, bring that left up to the tabletop. Holding right there. Now from here, drop those hips and press. Inhale down, exhale, press. Hips come down together for 4. Go for 3. Last 2, exhale, up. Last 1, exhale, right up. Lower your left toe, ball heel, roll all the way down, come to neutral, and then stay right there. All right, now grab your weights in your hands. Reach those arms up to the ceiling. Shoulder blades flat against the mat. We're going to open our arms really nice and wide. Don't quite let them touch the mat. Keep your ribs tight around your center and then press them straight back up. So inhale as you open. Reach, reach, reach. And then exhale, press. Go for 4. 3, reaching, exhale. Last 2, reaching, exhale, up. And then go 1 more, reach wide. Exhale, press those arms up and stay. Keep those shoulder blades flat to the mat. Belly button, spine, press through your heels, lift those hips and stay there. Now from here, arms reach overhead, ribs don't move. Lower all the way down, rolling through your spine, back to neutral, and then your arms come up. Do that again, so press into your heels, lift those hips, reach your arms, and then articulate down. All the way, and arms up. Press through those heels, 2 more, reach those arms, slowly rolling down. Last one, press through those heels, lift those hips. Slowly, all the way down. And then reach those arms back to the ceiling. All right, now from here, press through your heels, lift those hips back up. 1 last set. So we did all 1 leg up and it came down, and we did the other leg. We're going to alternate now. So we're going to try and put our arms up. If you want to start, you can have your arms down. You can work towards arms up. Whatever feels good. So it's going to be harder with arms up. And then with the alternating, we really want to make sure our hips aren't shifting. So let's press through our left heel to start. Feel that left glute click on. Lift your right heel, lift your right leg to tabletop. Stay there. If you don't feel any tension in your back or your neck, keep those arms up. If not, bring them down, that's fine. Pop your right toe, ball heel down, hip stay lifted. Press through that right heel, lift your left up. Holding there. Slowly bringing that foot back down to ball heel. Press through your left as you lift your right. Lifting back up. Slowly lower it down. Press through that right heel. Lift your left. We're going to go 2 more each way. Slowly bring it down. Press through that left. Lift your right. Slowly bringing it down. Lift your left. We go shoulder blades flat on the mat. They provide a lot of stability. Stay wide back there. Last one, right. Press through your left. Up. Slowly down. And one more left. And up. Slow toe ball heel down. Roll all the way down to the mat. Come through to neutral. And then bring those arms down by your sides. All right. So from here, let's bring our hands behind our head. Tuck your chin that little bit in towards your chest as you come up for flexion. You're still neutral. Keep those wide sitting bones. Keep your ribs tight towards your hip bones. You're really curling. Now from here, you're going to bring your right leg up to tabletop. Hold when it's up there. So you can keep your left foot flat. You can lift your left heel, or you could come up here. I'm going to take, you can come up there if you want. I'm going to take the middle option, so left toes just stay light on the mat. I really want to think about keeping my hips still as I reach my right leg, the way my hips stay still, as I bring my leg and my hips are still nice and steady. Now we can add a little upper body to this. Reach your upper body away, and then exhale, curl. So go for 4 more like this. Inhale back. 3, reaching. Last 2, reaching, exhale, curling up, shoulder blades bare, lifting. Last 1, exhale up. Lower your right toes down, lower your left down, clear up. Lower your heels, lower your upper body. Take a breath. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So tuck your chin, exhale, curling forward. So let's lift our left leg to tabletop. Right hip stays heavy. You can keep your foot flat, pop it light, or come all the way up here. From there, we're going to reach our left knee, and then pull it back in. Keeping your pelvis evenly weighted, nice wide sitting bones. Now let's add that upper body. So inhale back, exhale. Inhale back, exhale, curl up. 4 more. Slow and controlled. Slow and controlled. 3. Good job, guys. 2. 1 more like this, reaching. Curl back up, holding there, lower your toes, lower your heels, lower your upper body all the way down. Good job, guys. Okay, hug those knees into your chest, just have a little roll around there. Go any tension that you might be feeling through your back. And then let's reach our legs nice and long. So toes reaching away from the top of our heads. We're going to grab our squishy ball, reach your arms right up to the ceiling. Feet can be about hip distance apart. So press those shoulder blades into the mat a little bit. Slowly your arms go overhead. Your ribs stay tight around your center, so don't let your ribs lift. We're going to come up into a roll up. So your arms are going to come up first, then you're going to tuck your chin, belly button to spine as you roll all the way. Reach down to those toes. Stack yourself up tall. And then come right back, belly button to spine as you roll back. Reach your arms up a little bit as you roll down, roll, reach overhead. Do that again, 1 more, put your legs like this. Tuck your chin. Reaching to those toes. Stack up tall. And then all the way back, rolling. Start reaching your arms up towards the ceiling as you roll down. All right, now let's add a little leg option. You can take it if you want, otherwise keep both legs down. You start with our right leg bent, tucking your chin. Come just into that half roll back position this time, and then melt back, rolling, rolling, and reach. Extend that right leg, bend your left in, tucking, Right hip stays heavy. You're just going to come into that half roll back shape. Holding. And then slowly melt back down. And we can lift the right leg up. Maybe tabletop if we want. So come up. Holding there. Good. Rolling back down, belly button to spine as you roll all the way. Extend that leg. Let's try that left. Tuck in your chin. Right hip stays heavy. Left leg floats up. Scoop all the way back here. You guys rolling all the way. We're going to try both legs. You can keep going single leg, whatever option you want. If you want to try lifting both legs to tabletop, roll as you curl up. Bring those legs to that nice little tabletop. Holding there. Slowly roll down. Tap those toes down. Reach those legs away. Reach those arms away. Let's try that again. Tuck that chin that little bit, belly button to spine. Squeeze those inner thighs as you're lifting. Slowly articulate down, rolling all the way. Reach those toes away. Let's do one more like that. Arms up, tuck that chin, belly button to spine. Holding nice and high. Lower those legs down one at a time. All the way up to seated. Good job, guys. Okay, pop that ball underneath your tailbone now. So sitting tall, ball just kind of squished underneath you that little bit. Arms reaching forward, shoulders away from your ears. Thinking about the top of your head kind of reaching up. Your tailbone is pressing down. We're going to melt back towards the ball. So when you're back there, your hip bones are facing towards the ceiling, right? Keep that little bit of a scoop. You're not in a hinge. That scoop. From here, arms are going to come up. And then down. Arms up, abs deepen. And arms down, go for 4. And down, abs deepen 3. And down, abs deepen 2. And down, abs deepen 1 more, go up. Use those abs all the way up. Drop those arms down, take a breath. Okay, we're going to add a little rotation to this. So same idea, scoop back, hold your little scoop, your hip bones are facing the ceiling. Bend your right elbow in and then add a little twist. So right elbow reaches away from your left fingertips and then come back through center, reach your right arm forward. Left elbow back, right arm is reaching forward. And then slowly back through center. Hips stay pretty level. Think of those abs deepening as you twist. Slow coming back and then left. Twist, slowly back through center. Last one, right. All the way back through center. Last one, left. Twist, all the way back to center. And then step your foot all the way out. Awesome. Okay, pop that ball up to the side. We're going to come down to a little sideline. So let's lie on our left side. We can either go here or we can be flat down, whatever feels good. So if you're up here, it's a little more shoulder stability, or a little more left, the lower side obliques, but totally doesn't matter. If your shoulder bumps you or you just find that you're dropping into this, I would just lie flat, same kind of idea. We'll start with our heels right underneath our bums. And make sure your left elbow is right underneath your left shoulder. And then your head is in line with your spine. So here, my head's not in line with my spine. I want to stay there. So hopefully I am in line. All right. Keep your heels together. We're just going to go straight up. So that regular clamshell, you're going to lift to your highest point where your hip stays still and then lower to a hover. So up. Slowly come down. Exhale as you lift. And inhale back down. Get to that high point each time. Go for 6. And control your left ribs. Stay lifting, whether you're up or down. But really think about it if you're up. Control. Go for 3. Control. If you're feeling tension in your neck, just look down. I can let go of some of that. Last 2. Last one, lift up and stay at the top. Now from here, extend your leg out, bend it in, and then lower back down. So clamshell up, reach, bend, and down again. Up, bend, and down. I'm just looking out this window at Grouse Mountain there. I think my house is in a cloud. I don't think it's sunny over there, is it? So, up. There's like a giant cloud. Over 4. Up. Down. And down. Last couple. Up. Reach. Down. And down. Last one. Up. Down. And down, and then stay right there. Now from here, you're going to kick your right leg straight out. Hold it out there. Keep reaching the top of your head and away from those toes. Now do a rainbow. Toes to the front of the mat. Toes to the back. Up, down, up, down. Keep those waistlines long. Keep that hip nice and still for 4. And down, 3 more. Down. Up, down. Last 2. Last 1. And down, and then bend that leg all the way in, lower all the way down. And then straighten both legs underneath you. So really reach your toes away from the top of your head. Left arm is long, so that extra little bit of support. Keep your right hand in front of you and just let your head be heavy. So we'll start with our top leg lifted up. Squeeze your bottom leg up to meet it, and then lower both legs down. So you're gonna go up, don't go too high, squeeze up, and then lower with control. So trying to find stability through your core instead of from this right arm. Up, and down, 4 more. Up, reach, and down, 3. Up, and down. Last 2. Up, reach, and down. Last 1. Up, squeeze, lower just to a hover, and then lift both back up. Up, control, exhale, squeeze up, pause, control. So thinking of your left inner thigh doing most of the work there. Left inner thigh lifts your right leg. Tons of right obliques. And down for 5. And down 4 more. And down 3. Squeeze. And down. Last 2. Squeeze. And down. Last 1. Squeeze up. Stay. Bring your bottom leg forward, top leg back. And then scissor the opposite way. So keeping your legs lifted, scissor, scissor. So really thinking control. It doesn't matter how far apart your legs are. And back. And scissor. And back. 2 more. And back. Last 1. Scissor. And back. And then finish with your bottom leg forward. Stay there. Lift your legs 1 inch. Last little bit. And down 1 inch. 1 inch up. Pause. And then 1 inch down. Go 6 there. And down 5 more. And down 4 more. Squeeze. And down. 3. Squeeze. And down. Last 2. And down. Last 1. Squeeze up. Legs together. And then lower all the way down. Ooh, okay, let's give our right glute and hip a little stretch out. So right foot in front of your left knee, hug behind that left knee. Take a couple of breaths there. And then bring the soles of your feet together as well. Just let those inner thighs have a little stretch. All right, and then let's flip. We'll do the same on the other side. So either up or down, whatever feels good for you. Remember, if you're up like this, your right elbow should be under your right shoulder. The top of your head is reaching away from your tailbone, so you're not here or here. And then your heels are right under your bum. Keep those right ribs lifted regardless of your position, and then you're going to go just up for that clamshell, and then slow control down. So exhale up, abs deepen, inhale down. And down, exhale. And down. And down. Go for 5 like that. Control, 4 more. Control, last 3. Control, last 2. And then go one more, squeeze up, stay when you're there, extend that leg out, bend it back in, and then lower down. So you're gonna go up, down, down, up, reach, down, down. It doesn't matter if you don't straighten your leg completely, it's that hold that really challenges that left glute. Up, down, up, down, down. 3 more. Up, down, and last 2. Down, down. Last 1. Down, down. Do a check. Make sure those right ribs are still lifting, and then straighten that left leg out. So little rainbows. Toes touch the front edge of the mat, and then the back edge. Up, up, down, up, down. For 6. And down. 5 more. And down. 4 more. And down. 3 more. Last 2. And down. Last 1. Down, and then bend right in. Lower all the way down. So just let your head be heavy on your right arm there. Straighten both legs out. So you're in that nice long line. Left hand can be in front of you. Remember, you want to try and minimize the work that left arm is doing. Maximize the work that your core is doing. Lift your left leg, squeeze your right leg up to meet it, and then lower them both together. So you'll go up, up, and control down. Up, up, control. 6. 5, watching those right ribs, don't let them press down. 4, and down, last 3. And last 2. Last 1 up. Squeeze lower to a hover, and then lift both legs back up. Inhale down, doesn't matter how high, watch those right ribs. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. For 5. For 4, exhale, squeeze up. For 3, try to work your way to having that left arm off the mat. Last 2. Last 1, squeeze up, stay. Now scissor your legs. One leg forward, one back, and then switch. Switch. Good, very good. Switch, and back. 3 more. Scissor, and back. Last 2. Scissor, and back. Last 1. And back, and then bring your bottom leg forward, top leg back. Last 8. Up an inch, down an inch. Bottom leg is forward slightly, up an inch, and down an inch for 6. And down 5 more. And down 4 more. Squeeze, and down 3 more. Squeeze, and down. Last 2. And down. Last 1. Squeeze up, legs together, and then lower all the way down. Let's give our left glute a little stretch. So you can hug that right leg in tight again. Deep breath there. And then bring the soles of your feet together again, let those Grab your squishy ball. With the arms reach there. Hop and have your weights handy as well. We're going to do another little ab set here before we switch over. So let's have tailbone, or sorry, the squishy ball underneath your tailbone. Have your weights by your sides. Palms facing up by your sides. And then just take a couple of nice deep breaths, feeling your head is heavy, your neck is nice and relaxed at the back. Collarbones are wide, shoulder blades are flat on the mat. Back of that rib cage stays heavy, as does your tailbone. Now from there, let's just bring our right leg to tabletop, so knee above your hip-ish, and then lift your left leg up as well. So once you're there, just take a couple of breaths, feeling that the back of the rib cage is still heavy, upper body is still nice and quiet. We can go for arms if we want, whatever feels good. You can start with your forearms, and then if you want, you can lift your arms all the way up, with or without weights, doesn't matter. So from here, all we're going to start with are our legs moving away 2 inches, and they're going to pull back the same 2 inches. So think about your legs moving as one piece. You can squeeze your inner thighs together if you want. Thighs move away 2 inches, and then your thighs pull back in the same 2 inches. But go for 4. And in. 3 more. And in. Last 2. And in. Last 1. Legs in. Stay right there. Reach your right leg out in front of you. And then bring your right leg back in. And then go left. Back in. Now let's add the arm if you want. Right leg and left arm. Reach away. And then pull back in. Left leg in front, right arm overhead. And then right back in. So take your time. You're working the whole reach. You're working the whole way back in. Work the whole way through your reach, and then come right back in. Exhale again. Head stays heavy. Reaching. And one more here. And back. One more here. Reaching. In. Stay right there. From here, open your knees into a little diamond. Hold there, keep the back of rib cage heavy, knees back together. So thighs open out really, knees apart, and then everything pulls back in. Go for 4. And go for 3. Back in. Last 2. And you're ready, one more. Open those thighs out. Stay when you're there. Take a breath. Kick your right leg to the side. And then bring it right back in. Left leg, kick it out. Totally fine to bring your arms down at any point. Right leg again, reach. And in, rib stay heavy left. And in one more right, exhale. Bring it back, one more left. Exhale. Bring it back. Thighs together, lower your right toes down. Lower your left toes down, lower those arms down by your sides. Press into your heels, lift those hips, and then roll all the way down, articulate. Go right down to the mat and through to neutral. Awesome, okay. Now let's come up to a 4-point kneel. So hands under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Find those nice long waistlines, so ribs are tight around your center. You're not arching. You're keeping your shoulder blades wide on your back, so that extra little press away into your palms is going to help with that. And then let's give a little extra press to our left knee and left shin, all the way down to your toes, and then kick your right out. And then lift that right up. So holding your left waistline is long, right is long as well. You're going to extend your left arm out in front of you. Hold when you're out there. Just tap down. Lift up. Do it again. Inhale down. Exhale, lift up. So watch you make not locking into your right elbow, keeping your ribs tight around your center for 4. Go for 3. right shin as you kick your left out. Lift it up, keep that pressure, and then extend your right in front. So just a little tap, watching that you're not locking your left elbow and lift. Inhale, tap, exhale, for 6. Abs even. 5 more. 4. And lift. 3 more. Lift. Last 2. Last 1. Tap. Lift right up. Bring that hand in. Bring that knee in. So back to a little shell stretch. Shoulders a little roll out. And then let's come back up. So hands back under your shoulders, knees back under your hips. We're going to do a little cat stretch. So we're going to drop our tail, scoop those abs up, rounding your spine, look into those knees. Really feel that lift through your ribs and all the way out. Do that again. Drop that tail, scoop those abs. Go 2 more. And then 1 more like that. Scoop those abs, drop that tail. And right. Now holding there, press through your left knee, left shin. Kick your right leg out, lift it up, and then stay when you're there. So really reaching toes away from the top of your head. Bring that right knee in. It's going to go on the outside of your left. So bring it right across your body. Keeping your right hip lifted. So that's kind of what wants to happen. Try to keep that right hip lifted. Even if it means you can't bring your knee across as far, that's fine. And then laterally rotate. Spin that leg as you kick it out straight up behind you. Good. So come in medial rotation, and then out in lateral. So getting the full range of that thigh bone in your hip socket. Medial rotation as you come in, and then lateral rotation as you kick out. Yeah, go nice and slow. In with control. Exhale, press your reach with that same control. Good. In with control. Keep those collarbones wide. Keep your hands pressing away from the mat for 3. Go for 2. In and reach. Good, last 1. In and reach. And then bring that leg all the way in. Sit yourself back to that shell stretch again. Those wrists in good shape. And then you will do the same on the other side. So hands back under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips again. Okay, so we're going to kick our left leg straight out. Watch your weight as shifting right. Lift that leg up. Stay when you're there, so feel toes reaching from the top of your head. Left knee comes to the outside of your right without letting your left hip drop. You're there, and then you're laterally rotating as you kick out. Medial rotation in, lateral rotation back out. In and turn out. Go for 6. In, exhale, out. 5 more. Keep those hips as still as you can. In, abs deepen, reach for 4. In, 3 more. And last 2. In, last 1. In, exhale. Out, and then bend that leg in. Sit all the way back. Give those wrists a good shake again. And then grab your squishy ball. We're going to come down to our knees with our ball. We're going to use it in this that just have it handy. So you're going to have your hands widest, just as wide as the mat, like just off the mat probably is nice. You might be a little wider. Hands kind of on top of your elbows almost. And then legs as wide as the mat as well. So Open those legs out. All right, so we're going to start just looking straight down. We're going to do that little bit of extension here. So you're looking straight down to start. And then to begin your movement, let's think about our core deepening a little bit. So think of your belly button almost lifting away from the mat. Tighten up your ribs slightly. Roll your shoulders back. And then imagine just sliding that nose away. Like there's marble in front of your nose. You roll it away a little bit. And you begin reaching the top of your head out towards the end of your mat. Away from your toes. Yeah. Thinking like this way as opposed to up. You don't need to come up high. Holding when you're there, so that's upper back, holding you up here, slowly melt back down. Just nice and controlled as you come down. Your nose hovers off the mat. Let those shoulders round forward and then begin again. So belly button towards your spine a little bit, ribs are tight, shoulders roll back. Think about that nose just sliding away that little bit, reaching the top of your head away from your toes in that little extension. And then slowly come all the way. Let's do a couple more like that. So you're totally relaxed, shoulders are forward and heavy. Belly button towards your spine, ribs tighten up, shoulders roll back that little bit. Think length as the top of your head reaches from your toes. Take a nice breath up there. See if you can lift your ribs slightly off the mat when you're up here and then slowly roll back. Shoulders relax forward. Last one like this. Belly button, spine, ribs tighten up. Roll those shoulders back. Lengthening as you lift. So your spine is only getting longer. Take a breath and then melt your way down. All the way. Good. And then press back to a shell stretch. We shouldn't feel our low back when we do that, but if you do, this will feel really nice. You might feel just a little bit of tension as you extend back, but try to let go of that tension when you come into a shell stretch. And then come back up. Grab that ball, pop it between your knees. And knees are going to be like a little close to the hip distance apart. So you can feel a little squeeze with your inner thighs. And then curl your toes under. So toes are like so. Got it? Hands underneath your shoulders. So all we're going to do is lift our knees maybe an inch, just really, really small. We don't want to just shift our weight forward into our arms. We want to think out. So think belly button lifting away from the mat and then just lift your knees that tiny bit. Hold when you're lifting. The higher you go, the easier it is to just go into your arms. You want that. Slowly lower back. Let's do that again. Start with your inner thighs this time. So squeeze the ball with those inner thighs and then lift. And then slowly lower down. Do that again. Inner thighs and then lift. Slowly lowering down. And one more. Squeeze and lift and stay. So hold for 5. Hold for 4. Keep those waistlines long. Hold for 3. Hold for 2. And then 1. Drop those knees down. Sit back again. Give those wrists a twist. Do one more on our wrists here. Potentially the hardest of all. Fall underneath the tops of your feet. I've done this for a while. Hands under your shoulders again, so really make sure that your hands are under your shoulders. Your core is connecting, so we're not going to drop into our lumbar spine. Keep that little bit of a lift. Do the exact same thing we just did, so don't move the ball yet. Let's just squeeze our inner thighs and then lift your knees that tiny inch. So harder with the ball, right? And then slow lower them back. Your back wants to arch one way or the other. It either wants to go here or go here when you lift. So just be aware of that. Think about your neutral. Do that again. Little lift. slowly lower down. On this one, you can just stay with a little lift, or you can start with a lift and then roll all the way. You don't need to go all the way, just whatever feels good. Try to keep those knees lifting as you pull in. Abs deepen in. Good. Very good. Squeeze those inner thighs in. Go one more. Hold in. Lower your knees. Grab that ball. Kick it off to the side. And again, come into a shallow stretch. Open those knees nice and wide if that feels good. And let's walk our hands all the way over to the right side of our mat. Really reach out with your left fingertips. Have that nice stretch down that whole left side of your body. Left fingertips kind of reaching away from your left hip. And then walk those hands back through center, all the way across to the left side of your mat. This time reaching out for your right fingertips a little further. And walk those hands back through center. We're going to come to seated. So let's sit, feet just about hip distance apart. We're going to do one more little exercise before we do another little stretch, or final stretch. So we're going to do rolling like a ball. So keeping our spine round is the most important part about this. We don't want to go back in a flat back where we're just going to crash down. So keeping that little scoop is what we really want to think of. So start with your legs right together. Think length through your spine, and then start your scoop. So just roll those hips away from your thighs. Think about your thigh bones, think about your hip bones facing the ceiling, right? That same idea we talked about with that little scoop. Reach your arms forward, and then just stack yourself back up. Do that again. Exhale, scoop, scoop, hold, and then stack yourself back up. We're going to go back and stay this time. So scoop, scoop, hold, stay right there. Bring your hands to your thighs. Bring one leg up, and then bring your other leg up. So now keep that little bit of a scoop. Maybe deepen your scoop a little bit more as you roll back, keeping your legs in the same shape. So you're just going to go and then back up. If you need to bring your toes down, that's fine. Exhale, scoop, deepen your little scoop as you roll. And up. Exhale. Stay in that little round back so you're really curling as you go both ways. Very good. Go for 3. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Go for 2. And then one more. Roll up, and then let's just roll all the way down. Just roll right to the mat. Extend those arms overhead, reach fingertips from toes, have a nice little stretch out there. And then hug your right knee into your chest. Your left will reach straight out underneath you, so left toes reaching across the room. Take a nice couple of breaths there, and then bring your right leg all the way over to the left side of your body for a twist. Your right arm reaches the opposite way. And just bring your gaze towards your right fingertips so you're open across your chest and collarbones. One more nice deep breath there. And then bring that right leg back up. Send it all the way out. And then hug your left knee in. So now right toes reach away, left knee hugs in tight. bring that left all the way over to the right side of your body. Reach out for your left fingertips. And then bring that left leg back through center. Hug your right knee in. Have a little roll around there one way. And the other. And then when you're ready, you can just roll on over the knee and you're finito. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. Have a nice sunny weekend.